Thank you so much, dear friend. Thank you. Truly, I can't tell you how much your word means. Yes, thank you. I mean, you know my life's work, Francisco. Yes, darling. It was quite the successful show. Thank you very much. I appreciate the kind sentiment. Yes, I will most definitely send you the invite. Oh, I look forward to it, old friend. All right, then. Take care. Ciao. My dear, dear friend, how are you? How have you been? Thank you so much for coming over on such short notice. I've been so busy in my studio. Yeah. Yes, the upcoming show. Oh, thank you. I just renovated. These curtains were handmade in India. Yes, they are quality Indian cotton. Yes, it was picked by the rural villagers in a very tiny town in rural India. Yes, I've actually visited there. The people are wonderful, and we can learn a lot from them. We can. How have you been? Oh, that makes me so happy to hear. Oh, yes, my recent art show. It was such a shame you couldn't make it. Well, it's all right. I'm planning my next one already. I know. It's an exciting time to be alive, isn't it? Oh, with such major political and controversial issues in the world, be it societally or morally or just in general. It's so easy for an artist to take their pick of whatever it is that they want to analyze and tell in the story of their paintings and their artwork and just send the message to the public. Art is just my passion, and you know how much I hold it near and dear to my heart. It's my life's work. Oh, but you already know that, old friend. Again, thank you so much for coming in on such short notice. I'm working on this side project for this television show, and they've decided to feature me as their local artist, so I'm honored, and thank you. And they've asked me to pick someone in my life to draw a sketch of, a very rough portrait, if you will. So, of course, the first person I thought of was you. You're just so beautiful. It's like your face was sculpted by the gods. You were made for art. You have a face for it. Yes, of course. Before we get started, you'll have to excuse the mess. I was tidying up a bit, and I was on the phone with one of my old friends, but would you like some fresh kombucha? Okay. I brewed it up this morning. Oh yes, I'm on that kick again. Well, you know how it is nowadays. It's important to stay healthy. And I was reading up on the latest issue of Vegan magazine, because you know that I'm a vegan. And I was just reading about all of these horrible ingredients in our food. Animal byproduct aside. It's just like the government is feeding us poison. It's very heartbreaking. In fact, I'm making a painting about it. It's called Slop, the Human Condition of Food. Yeah. Oh no, it's not done yet. I wouldn't want to show you. I don't show anyone my work before it's finished, you know that. One does not question an artist's methods. Well, then let me take a quick look at your beautiful features here. Oh yes, you have some gorgeous, gorgeous eyebrows. And that nose of yours is quite exquisite. And I'm just getting an idea, proportion-wise, trying to decide what gauge of paper I would like to use for this project. Would you like to sit or stand, darling? Standing is fine, okay? Just let me know the minute you get uncomfortable, okay? I don't want any of my muses growing tired of me before we've completed our project now. Beautiful. tally of my supplies here. I got myself a new drawing pad. Isn't it wonderful? Yes, it's quite large. Well, you know, constantly drawing, constantly painting. It's too much beauty in the world to not capture every moment. What about you? How's your career been? Yes. Well, that's exciting now, isn't it? See, we all have our passions in the world. I think if we can all just learn to not take life a little too seriously and just pick up a paintbrush or a colored pencil, a pen, anything, and just let our eyes do all of the absorption instead of our brains, let our hands tell the stories instead of our mouths and our words. I just think that we would have a more peaceful existence as people, don't you agree? Art is so tragically misunderstood sometimes. But we as artists do our best to bridge the gap between those who have a harder time consuming rather than those who create. But nonetheless, art is for every soul. Every soul. So, let me just open up to a blank page here because, Lord only knows, I've filled so many of these pages with so many of my projects. Look at the quality of that paper. Isn't it fabulous? Just listen to that crisp quality. I'll tell you one thing. Being an artist, people tend to look at you like you're an outcast. Just because I see the world differently doesn't make me any different than you. See, when I see this paper, I don't just see a blank page made of fiber that's been pressed together to form paper. I see a canvas of potential. I see a future to be painted, to be told, a story to be written. The colors, all the colors in the world to use at my disposal. With each stroke, with each pigment telling a story. It's never been heard before. Yes. Just listen to the sound of the paper. It's like it's begging, yearning to be drawn upon, to be touched by the delicate bristles of the paintbrush, stroked by a gentle whisper of paint. It reminds me of a French film that I watched last year in summer. It was about two cousins in love in a forbidden romance. I digress. Well, now that we've warmed up our canvas, let me grab my tools of choice. Now, I couldn't quite decide what medium I wanted to use for this project because, firstly, you have so many unique features that I want to make sure that I'm able to grasp every single little detail, but I've decided that I want to do pencil as well as pen. I know it's a bold choice, but after giving it some thought, I've decided that that's the right choice, and I think it's the direction that I want to go. Do you agree? Wonderful. Fabulous. Just fabulous. Let me grab my tool here. The Regal pencil. A simple wooden tool with a lead tip. Isn't it quite amazing how such a simple yet effective invention can unlock all the mysteries and wonders of the world, of the human mind, the body, the spirit, the soul. There's just so many emotions that are just pouring out of me. Excuse me. There I go again. Oh, just a silly artist in their silly ways. All right, darling. darling, we're going to go ahead and get started now. So, chin up for me, please. Chin up. Perfect. Let me have you just focus on my fingers here. Now follow my fingers. I want to line up your gaze. Perfect. Right. Come this way. I love the way the light is hitting your chin, but your nose is being lost in the shadows. Come this way, darling. Oh, that's beautiful. And a little higher for me. That's the spot right there. Oh, just look at the way the eyes sparkle. You know, the way that these beautiful handmade curtains just let the light shine through is just, oh, it's art in itself. It does have to work for me. All right, now please, all that I ask is you do not move. This angle is perfect. Okay, now I must warn you, art takes time, darling, okay? This is not a Chuck E. Cheese photo booth sketch that can be done in 30 seconds or less. No. No, this is a human touch. No. This is different. This takes time, precision, and accuracy. Now, I will warn you that I am an abstract artist. You know this. You've seen my work. So, the results might be a bit different from what you're expecting for a portrait. This is not your typical portrait that I will be doing of you, darling. No, this will be my rendition of what I think your face looks like. Okay? Now, please, all I ask is your patience, your cooperation, and this will be over before you know it. All right, darling, let's go ahead and get started. So please, if you could just hold that gaze for me, okay? There we go. Yes, that is exactly what I'm looking for. I never noticed that little mole there. I wonder if your mother or father gave that to you. People often don't realize, but we as human beings are works of art ourselves. Every little freckle, every little mole, every hair serves a purpose to tell a wonderful story of who we are, what makes us a physical person in this world. But I find it so saddening to think that so many people are so hypercritical of their looks. Things that we consider ugly are so beautiful. But unfortunately, through societal standards and expectations, we have this fixed idea of what we think beauty and perfection is. But make no mistake, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But try telling that to a celebrity gossip magazine. Such shallow beings don't deserve such freedom of speech. But here we are. And you'll have to forgive all the airplane noises, my love. These airplanes have been driving me crazy all day. You know, I thought it was suspiciously cheap with how affordable this house was when I was looking for a home, and little did I know at the time that it was just down the way from the airport. Of course, it came at a discount. Once to hear jets screaming above you, especially when I'm trying to channel art, creativity. But nonetheless, this is what we must deal with. Now let me just take a moment here. blue in them. Yes. See, these are the things that we don't notice in ourselves because we are just too critical. You are beautiful, statuesque. Your work of art. It was a no-brainer asking you to be my muse today. That and Francisco canceled on me. But I'm glad you're here. Second best is still one of the best. What about you, darling? Have you considered dabbling in the world of art, painting, drawing, pottery? Nothing. Well, I think you should consider having a bit of a paint night, if you will. It's very therapeutic. It's a bit of asymmetry in your face, but it's perfectly normal. In fact, in art, it's critical that artists do not chase after perfection, because perfection is not tangible. It's not realistic. No, the human face is rarely symmetrical. Asymmetry gives a sense of comfort to the eye. If something is a bit too perfect or proportionate, it gives an uncanny favor. It could be quite disturbing. Now, of course, unless you're going for perfection, we see a lot of that in the Greek versions of art, the Greek types of art. Things are done with such precision and such precise ratios and measurements. Well, then again, after all, they are renditions of gods and goddesses, so how much more perfect of a being can you get than a god or goddess? But we are not gods and goddesses, we are simply human beings. And that alone is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Yes. But I highly encourage you to pick up a form of art, any form. It will do you good. More good than you think. Give me one moment, love. I'm getting a phone call. I'm so sorry. This is Patricia. Hello, Kathy. How are you? Yes, it's been wonderful. Thank you. Oh, yes. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I appreciate that. I can't tell you how much that means to me. I can see the light shining through the phone as I talk to you. You're such a sweetheart. Thank you so much. Yes, next weekend. I'm preparing now, in fact. Yes. I have a friend here. Yes, they're serving as my model for the upcoming TV debut. I know, it's exciting, isn't it? How is your artwork coming along? Fabulous. Fabulous. Well, now, don't get discouraged. We all have our ups and downs. Oh, it's only a matter of time, dear Catherine, until your moment comes too. Yes. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you so much for your phone call. I really can't begin to explain how much it means to me. Yes, you know how much I adore your support. Thank you. Yes, love, we will talk. We will definitely talk. Ciao. You'll have to pardon me. That was another one of my friends, Catherine. She's been one of my supporters from day one, even before we met. Yes. When did we meet? Oh, Lord, I've known Catherine for years. When did we meet? So long ago. Well, let me count back now. 15, no, 20 years. Well, I believe it was kindergarten. Yes, truly an old friend of mine. Yes, she supported my drawings back when they were just scribbles. We would be sitting there during our hour of coloring, and I would sit there and hog the box of crayons. And, truth be told, we would get in quite so many fights because I wouldn't let her use any of my crayons. I was particular even then as a little child. Oh, the diva, always such a diva. Yes, but she supported my scribbles when no one did. I would bring them home and show them to my family and my parents, and instead of it being put on the fridge lovingly by a simple magnet, they would just look at it and tell me good job and then throw it into the trash when they thought I wasn't looking. Parents are a blessing, but they can be so cruel sometimes, especially when they have a child that they don't understand. But who's laughing now? I'm an emerging artist with a successful art campaign, and I'm being featured on a television program soon, and things are really happening for me. It just goes to show, darling, that if you pursue your dreams, to go after what you believe in, then anything is possible. You can truly be happy in doing whatever it is that brings you joy, that brings you passion. Chin up, darling, you're slouching. Thank you. Yes. What was that? Oh my goodness, yes. The amount of tools and equipment that I have collected over the years is insurmountable at this point. It's a very expensive hobby. I can't tell you how many sets of paintbrushes and colored pencils and paint, and canvases and notebooks I've acquired over the years, and ranging all sorts of quality. I have the cheap kind, I have the mediocre kind, I have the okay kind, and then I have the very, very high-end and expensive kind. But I've come to find that it isn't so much the quality of what you are using and the medium that you are using, but more so what you do with these things. Yes. Thank you for asking. I really appreciate it when people take time to show interest in my artwork and my passion. It really means the world to me. Thank you. Okay. Well, that pretty much looks exactly how I want it to as far as the outline and the basic pencil sketches go. Now, I'm very satisfied with the progress so far, so I think it's time for me to go in with a darker marker just to darken some of those more defining lines that we've put in here, okay? So for that, I'm just using, speaking of quality of tools, I'm using a very expensive name brand pen, as you can see. You know, I get a lot of slack being an artist, sometimes using simple office tools like a Sharpie, but sometimes you just need the simplest things to do such amazing work. So now, darling, if you can, please continue to keep your gaze while we lock that in, okay? And remember to keep that chin up. Your shoulders are coming forward and you're slouching a bit, and it's very unbecoming. The light, we're actually losing some of the light. I must hurry. Alright then. We're locking in. Chin up. Shoulders back. Remember who you are now, darling, please. For my sake, okay? Alright, here we go. Now this is where the true vision starts to come to light, okay? This is where everything starts to make sense. Yes, we connect all of those wispy little lines and all of those beautiful, beautiful pencil strokes that we've established. And we just go in and we darken, we refine, we perfect. Oh, yes, I see. I have to say, this is the part of the process where I look at my work and, at the risk of sounding a bit self-centered, sometimes I can't believe that I really made this. There's no shame in being proud of what you can do, and there's never any shame in knowing your worth and what you're capable of. Always remember that, darling, okay? Now, back to it. Yes, I see. Beautiful. I'm curious to know, have you ever had a self-portrait done before? You have not? I cannot believe I didn't ask you this earlier. I'm floored. Truly, I am. I can't believe someone with such gorgeous features as your own has never had a self-portrait done of them. And I must say, I truly am honored that you would allow me to be the first to capture your beauty on paper. Thank you for giving me that privilege. I won't let you down. Yes, it's all coming together now. It's all coming together now. Beautifully. I'm sorry? No, you've caught me. When I get into this stage of the process, I've discovered that when I become hyper-focused and so focused on what I'm doing, I tend to make these funny little sounds. Isn't it peculiar? Yes. I think it's the subconsciousness of the brain trying to compute just the motion and the art and just all of it, everything that's flowing out of me at this point. I think it just started to burst out in funny little ways. I didn't realize I was doing that. I'm so sorry. Oh, no, thank you. You're too kind. Yes. I mean, us artists, we have our quirks, you know. We're not like everybody else. And I wouldn't change a thing. I see. Oh, is that a matter of a shadow? Oh, I see. Okay. Yes. Oh, lighting is very important. Yes, most definitely. Yes, that's why I decided to position this here in my studio where I have these beautiful curtains hanging. Because it just brings the light through in such a brilliant way. It really just highlights every part of the face that I want to focus on and draw out the beauty, the passion. It really is powerful to me. But yes, lighting is very important. It's very important in order to capture what it is that we are aiming for here. Yes. I'm just going to place this right beside you. Compare this side. I truly outdo myself. I can't wait to show you. Oh, you're good. This is fabulous. You're gonna love it. Oh, you see, I all of my artwork is a one-of-one, and I have a strict no print policy. I believe that art is an original, once-in-a-lifetime experience that, just like a camera, it's meant to capture the moment in its essence and how you feel and your emotions and just everything coalescing in that one moment, that energy clash happening, just coming right out of you onto the paper. And I don't like to duplicate my artwork to sell simply for the cheap value of wall art. I understand that many people make a living selling their original pieces as prints, but I do not do that. It just doesn't align with my soul's purpose and how I feel my art should be treated. But if you would like, you could take a picture of me holding it, and that way you could show your friends and family. Okay, perfect. Yes, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that you'd probably want this to keep for yourself. We'll discuss that afterwards. Let's just finish this. I want to make sure that we have enough of the light coming through, okay? All right. Beautiful. We're almost done now, okay? You're doing fabulously. You're doing absolutely great. That's fabulous. It truly is so stunning. Seeing it come to life, it's like it just wants to jump off the page. It's truly beautiful. All right, I think just a few more final touches here. And there we go. It's done. It's complete. I'm sorry. I'm okay. Oh. I'm okay. I'm okay. It's just this. Whenever I finish a piece of work and I see all the love and the emotion that I've put into it, it's just looking right back at me. It's very overwhelming. Are you ready to see the masterpiece that is you? All right. Well, here we go then. On the count of 3, I'll reveal my piece. Here we go. 1, 3. Are you alright? Thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you so much. Are you unhappy? Oh. I don't understand. You like it, don't you? Well, I did forewarn you that I am an abstract artist, darling. Remember when I said that in the beginning? This is what I see when I look at your face. This is my vision. You can't see that. I worked very hard on this. Okay. Oh, good. Oh, okay, good. You worried me for a minute. I thought I had offended you. Oh, I'm so happy that you like it. Thank you, darling. Yes. This is exactly what I wanted. This is exactly what I was looking for. Yes. Can't you see the resemblance? Oh my goodness, yes. And if you stare from afar, I know I'm holding it close, but if you stare from afar, you can see the aura that I've captured, your essence that I've captured here. And I know that we didn't use any colors today, but it's almost as if you can see the colors of your aura just emanating from the page. It's just, it's such a wonderful thing. You know, that energetic transference that happens when I capture my muse, when I'm transferring everything to paper. It's beautiful. It leaves me speechless, as you can see. I'm very pleased with this. Thank you so much for letting me draw you. Thank you. Yes. Would you like to take a photo of me with the artwork, and you can show all your friends and your family and your loved ones? Are you sure? You seemed so keen on having a copy earlier. Okay, good. Let me just pose with it. Perfect. I'm so happy that you joined me here today. You know, I cannot begin to thank you enough for letting me have the honor and privilege of not only sketching you and your portrait, but being the first person to have the honor to do so. It means so much to me. And I will most definitely make sure that when I'm featured on this television program, that I tell them about the wonderful, wonderful friend of mine who so graciously gave me their time and entrusted me with their emotions to let me capture their essence on paper to show on national television. It's going to be wonderful. It's going to be something so marvelous, and I truly can't wait. Yes, and you simply must come to my show next week, and I've been preparing for months. I will make sure to leave you a ticket at the door on me as a thank you, my dear friend, for being my model, my muse today. Yes. Oh, I do hope you can make it. My work is it's my life. It's my everything. Well, let me just set this down so I can give you a proper goodbye. Thank you so much again for coming here and taking the time. Yes. Oh, and I have so enjoyed drawing you and speaking with you today. Yes. Thank you for letting me into your personal bubble. Well, until our next meeting, I suppose, but let me let you go on with your day and with your life, and please pick up a piece of paper and a pen and just let your heart speak through your hands. Wonderful. Well, you take care now, and I'll see you next weekend at my art show. Yes? Perfect. Bring your friends. Wonderful. Until next time. Ciao, darling.